Hey, what's up? Mike from GetVoIP.com. Today's January 18th, 2013, and welcome to our weekly recap. For those of you who haven't tuned in yet, and if you're new to the show, this is where we go over some of the best VoIP news from the past week, things that we thought were interesting that we wanted to bring to you. So I'm going to start things off today with some news from Vox Communications. Vox Communications has a really popular mobile app, and they're about to make it even more popular. They've added a pay-and-go plan where users can basically use the app whenever necessary and not worry about any subscriptions or any costs of that nature. So I really see this for the casual VoIP user or the frequent flyer, making it really popular. Basically, you can preload your account using PayPal with as little as $1, and considering PayPal's popularity as a paying service, this is going to make the app available throughout 190 different countries and regions. So this is great for people who may not have the money for equipment for VoIP or may not even see the need to invest in it. So you can just leverage your own mobile phone. This is a great over-the-top service, and I think it's going to really burgeon over the next few months. Keep an eye on Vox Communications and see what their next move is in the coming months. Next piece of news, AT&T are going to team up with Polycom for advanced video collaboration. I heard whispers of this move actually happening, but it was good to see some news this week. In a strategic agreement with Polycom, AT&T have introduced the ensuing ability to personalize, mobilize, and of course virtualize video meetings. The move aims to open up the services to access cloud-delivered video communications using AT&T Business Exchange, MPLS, AT&T Internet Mobility, and of course Polycom's award-winning Real Presence platform. So video collaboration is seeming to get better and better. I really see this partnership bringing a lot of great things to the table for AT&T subscribers, considering interoperability, VPN services like Polycom Video, Voice, Data, and things like that that are going to be coming to AT&T and over 80 countries worldwide. So this merger is going to really bring out some changes that people are going to, in fact, love a lot. Next thing I want to talk about is Microsoft are looking to team up with Ingate at the ITExpo. The ITExpo is going to be going on in about a week's time. It's going to be down in Miami, a little over a week and a half. And at the ITExpo in Miami Beach, Ingate Systems are going to be offering up a little treat with some in-depth sessions. So these sessions are going to be designed to educate on SIP trunking and unified communications. They're going to be absolutely free for anybody who's going to be in attendance. And here's the best part. Wait, there's more. Microsoft will be having speakers on hand to discuss some really key concepts like SIP trunking with Link, NPI, bandwidth, fax core, Grand Stream, the SIP School, NACR, and of course, Ingate. So we got a full list with the timetable on our site. You guys can check it out. Let's just say this presents as a real valuable session for anybody that can make it. We're going to probably try to sit in ourselves if we can. So the seminar schedule, let me just give you guys a quick rundown. On Wednesday, January 30th, they're going to be having SIP Trunk Academy. That's going to be a certificate program. On Thursday, January 31st, they're going to have Unified Communications, also a certificate program. And Friday, February 1st, the last day, they're going to be having a SIP Trunk Unified Communications boot camp. Not sure what that entails, but you guys can go ahead and check it on our site. I actually didn't make a note of that, and I'm sure there's more details there. Next thing I want to talk about is VoIP-Pal are getting some offers now. They've had a few patents in the works over the past few months, most notably their Lawful Intercept patent, which government agencies have shown a lot of interest in as VoIP begins to gain speed, and it needs to be regulated more or less in case there is, an event where they need to tap somebody's line and listen in on the communications. So that patent's going to make that possible. So VoIP-Pal are reportedly starting to field offers and open up to chats for interested parties which are representing Fortune 500 companies. The subject matter, well, it's none other than these patents which are early in the works or early in birth. So since teaming up with Digiphonica, VoIP-Pal has been rapidly progressing their timeline for putting these patents out. Of course, they're poised to make a ton of revenue off it, and the patents are currently passing through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office or have since been passed. Let me just read off a few of them. There's routing, billing and rating engine, RBR, Lawful Intercept, mobile gateway, enhanced 911 additions, advanced interoperability solutions. So I think Dennis Chang and VoIP-Pal, the president and CEO of VoIP-Pal, have really got ahead of the game here, and they sort of saw an opportunity and they really grabbed it. So what can you do? They're kind of in control right now, and it'll be interesting to see how things transpire. A friend of mine actually thinks that the government might end up steamrolling Mr. Chang for his patent, but I don't really foresee that happening. And again, it's all speculative, but of course we'll be bringing any cutting news to you as it develops. I want to close out too by giving a shout out to OnSIP's marketing director and now chair of Women in the Channel, which is WIC, that's the acronym for that, Nicole Hayward. She's a graduate of Carnegie Mellon. Hayward is a true success story. I really admire her for her work ethic. I was actually really happy to see that she works as a team leader for NPO, New York Cares, which is in my own neighborhood, of course. WIC is a grassroots women's organization designed to help women progress and move forward collectively. And in making their announcement of board members / committee chairs, they appointed Nicole recently, just a few days ago, for Technology of Women in the Channel. This is the first year the organization has formed and elected a board of directors, and it really stands to logic that Nicole's going to do a great job in that role. So congratulations to her, and congratulations to OnSIP for appointing such a great individual and such a talented individual at that. So I'm going to close out the show by just suggesting a few blogs for you guys. You guys can go out and check our top VoIP revelations, I guess you would call it, from CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, this past week in Vegas. We went over some of the top 5 things that we think could or could not revolutionize the VoIP industry. There's a big plus-minus factor here. I don't know if there's any hockey fans who might get that reference. But, it could be great, it could be bad. Either way, there's a lot of potential, and that's why we really noted those things on our site. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this week. We got a few comparison charts up this week, more from the ITExpo. Let's see here. We've got an interesting article on a gentleman who ran into a problem with clauses, an advisement for providers and vendors. A lot of good stuff coming up and on the way. Look forward to a press release from us early next week. We've got some great news and some really cool projects that are ramping up over here at GetVoIP. So again, that'll close out the show. I really want to thank everybody for joining us. My name is Mike, and this has been GetVoIP.com's weekly recap. Take care.